right, chat. Bear with me for just a moment because as I was doing one of the cameras, I was trying to get the other camera working. They kicked it off on me here. Make sure I got that right, chat. I'm pretty sure I do. And guys, bear with me for just a moment here. Chat could get this shared out. I know most of y'all are hopping in right now. This is true double elimination. First race to 9, second race to 7. They already lagged. You didn't miss hardly anything, chat. This is the first rack here, okay? I do apologize. They were Johnny on the spot on me. I was still just a camera, and next thing I know, I look over and they're already lagging. I was like, oh shoot. Oh yeah, they've already kicked it off.
So we're going to put you in the box with the 3 heavy hitters.
There we go.
You got Joey. Bye, baby. Be safe getting home, okay?
Later, brother. Be blessed. Yes, sir. You too. Good seeing you.
So you got Joey, you got Jeremy. Now we're going to get you with Scott. So
There we
you
go.
can Get the 3.
I love it.
He was like, Scott said, does he really want me in there? And I was like,
Dude, Scott and I had such
yeah.
great commentary on Friday. It was phenomenal.
Well, there you go. Hopefully that makes your day.
It definitely
They
does.
didn't start yet, did
They did. Like, I literally was just in camera, and I realized they were lagging. I was like, oh, crap. And so, like, I had to get the stream and everything going ASAP. It is the first rack, though.
No, it's a double dip. All right, guys.
Rod, this is the finals, my friend. Do apologize, chat. I am trying to get it shared off on my page as well here. All right, got it shared. All right, guys, I definitely want to hear it in chat. This is a true double dip here. So we have a first race to 9, second race to 7. Dave Burke, there is no YouTube link, my friend. Marianne does not have a YouTube page just yet. I think that's coming. But before I get too carried away here, welcome back, Scott. How you doing, brother?
Thank you. I got this.
Hope you got it backwards.
Thank you, sir. Glad to be back.
Absolutely glad to have you here, man. But yeah, Rod, this is the finals. Again, this is the end of the Larry Gayle Memorial Tournament. And Paul and Josh have already played each other once for an amazing matchup to send Paul to the one-loss side. Josh taking the hot seat from him. And Paul did a great job fighting Trenton Hill for the win here. Unfortunate scratch on the break from Trenton. Trenton just did a breaking run, too, the previous right to make it Hill. So he was in good form as well.
It was funny when Josh won the match earlier between them. He shook his hand and said, "I'll see you in the finals." So a little bit of prediction there.
That's funny.
Paul plays good. This is my first time really seeing today. Was first time really watching Paul play, and very deliberate. You know, nice mechanics, good decision making. I think he got surprised in his match earlier by a few bounces here and there, but overall he was playing pretty well.
Yeah, David, I'll make sure, and I do promise I'll give that feedback though, and see if we can't get it up on both Facebook Live and YouTube for the next time that MT Productions has an event. So, but yeah, I definitely agree with you. Paul has such an interesting way to play. I think the only thing he's got to tweak, and I could be completely wrong, I'm trying to like keep an eye out on his stroke and stuff, is I feel like that there's been a couple times he's done a slight adjustment while down in the stroke, and he hasn't gotten back up to like realign back up and everything. And I feel like that has cost him a little bit.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes. And he's very still at the end.
Yes.
And Shane's the same way, but Shane has his shaft aiming system, so if you ever watch him play, he'll pause sometimes 3, 4, 5 seconds at the end because he's really dialing in the point of the shaft he's aiming with. And Paul may be, he may have his own way of aiming, but he may be really confirming that too. And I just know from personal experience, if you change something slightly in those last few seconds, even though your alignment is still pretty good, it can mess with you a little bit.
Definitely can. Guys, while we're really getting this thing kicked off and underway here, we're up to 75 viewers. Thank y'all for that blessing first and foremost. But only 4 shares, chat. Get the shares out. This is the finals. This is it. These are your final 2 here. And again, this is a true double elimination. First race to 9. Second race here. As long as Paul pulls out the win, he's got to pull out the win against Josh.
Are they doing a true double?
True double.
They are, okay.
So first race to 9, second race to 7. Which is crazy because you got to think about the amount of racks that Paul will have to play after that's said and done.
Gut it out, yeah. And there's pros and cons of that too, right? When you're coming through the loser side, some people say it's good because you get in stroke and stay in stroke, but I don't know. For me, being my age right now, I'd rather have the rest.
Age or not, like it just.
It's a lot of racks.
Like
it is.
We talk about off and on about the mental game and your ability just to handle the endurance side of this.
My last 4 or 5 years playing prior to when I had my shoulder issues, I really haven't played hardly at all since. But even though they're good now, I just haven't gotten back into the swing of things again. I had so many tournaments I played like this that were 2 or 3 day events, and I'd maybe start out a little average but had a good draw, and I'd get into it and start beating a couple maybe good players. But I'd get to 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday night, and I just lose a dumb match that I really was capable of winning just because I wasn't used to that, playing pool for, 12, 14 hours at a time. And not even just playing, but the waiting in between. It just, it's tough.
The waiting can definitely kill you. There can be a thing as too much rest.
And the professional tournaments I've played in, it's so nice because you've got scheduled matches. So if I play like on a Monday morning or Tuesday morning, like I know, you're not playing until Wednesday afternoon, I can go shopping, I can,
bingo,
rest, whatever, and go through your routine the next day and get ready for it. So it's kind of nice. But I got to give credit to all these guys that play all these regional tournaments throughout, Florida and other places. The guys that win, they do have to gut it out at some point in time. They're usually playing late in the morning or having a long break between matches and having to come with it right away, and there's a definite kind of mental skill to being able to do that.
Yeah, I definitely agree 100%. Chad, I appreciate you, brother. I definitely am blessed, man, and I'm, like I said before, I'm happy to be here. I'm exhausted. As soon as I'm done here, I'm heading home and going to sleep, and definitely going to play some catch up on some rest and everything, but to be able to say what happened and be right back here again is huge. So, like I said before, bad people don't get to take away good things. So,
heck yeah,
this tournament for everybody involved, for everybody that has been a part of it, helping run it, for us behind the booth here, all the players. I mean, there's literally, I think, 74 man field between everybody. I mean, you're talking about easily over 100 to 100 and probably 10 plus people total involved after it's all said and done. To bring this thing to life and really, really give you guys just a great opportunity to enjoy, relax, see some pool, and get some good gameplay. There's a lot that goes into this.
That was a good shot.
Chris, I definitely will. Thank you, brother.
Ooh.
Oh, unfortunate.
It's a pretty good shot. He needed a hair more English, but, I mean, that was a good route to take. Good shot. Yeah, Justin, this tournament a few years ago I played in, and I got knocked out at 6 or 6:30 in the morning, and the finals were around 8 or 9 in the morning the following, like on a Monday morning essentially, right? So, yeah.
Dear gee, I can't even imagine.
It was brutal, yeah.
I thought I read it wrong for just saying until Scott started talking on it here. In Georgia, we played till 10 a.m. the next day.
And the funny thing is I'd been living down here for about maybe 10 or 12 years at the time, and my buddy finished one round before me at like 4:35 in the morning. He hung around, And he said, "You want to go to Waffle House on the way home?" We both lived in the Mandarin Julington Creek area, so it was my first time going to Waffle House.
There you go.
And I went there and got me a waffle and an omelet, and then or not an omelet, whatever kind of eggs they had. And then I went home and slept for probably like 10 hours. So.
That's what got to get that all-star, baby.
But again, yeah, I think it was Raleigh and Nick maybe in the finals. And again, you got to give it up to them. I mean, they've been playing for 2 days solid, and then they're there at 9 o'clock in the morning playing some pretty good pool, fighting it out. Josh is so good. I've enjoyed watching him play for years. I mean, the slip stroke's a little unusual, I would say, among professional players, but he does it so well and just so smooth at the table and so rhythmic. He's got so much one pocket knowledge and everything too. It's just fun to watch him play.
It's funny you even mentioned that because I was thinking about that during this last match whenever him and Paul played. And I was sitting there thinking that right off the bat. I was like, I wonder how much one pocket he plays.
Oh yeah, he's he's a very good one pocket player.
That does not, that in no way, shape, or form shocks me.
Yeah.
Chad, that's what I'm talking about in chat. All-star all day long. You got to get the all-star breakfast, man. You got to have that waffle, right? Got to have all your little extras here, but definitely got to go with the all-star.
There you go, yeah.
That's the way to load up when you're at Waffle House, man. Get them hash browns scattered, smothered, covered, and chunked.
So he's got the Waffle House.
I got the lingo down pat, baby. I can tell you exactly what each of those mean, too.
That's right.
So
I don't know if you've seen, I think it was mid 20, like 15, 16 range. Josh was playing Shane in I think it was a bar table 8-ball tournament. And if I'm not mistaken, they each broke and ran 8 racks in a row. And it came down to the last rack, and whoever break it was, they broke dry. And the other guy ran the rack out. So they literally never missed a ball in 17 racks. And the only reason one guy won was because the other guy broke dry one time.
what pressure
And I can't remember off the top of my head if Josh or Shane won the match, but it was amazing to watch. It's like literally perfect pool for, an hour and a half.
That is so many racks for that to be happening that I would feel
Yeah.
like the pressure would build immensely of like, well, he just did it again. I got to do it again.
And it was alternate breaks. So, that Josh would get up and break and run out, and Shane would get up and break and run out. It was just back and forth the whole time.
Clayton asked Shane who. You're talking about the Shane, right? Like I'm not missing something.
The Shane, yeah.
The Shane. Mr. Van Boning himself.
It's like if you say Earl, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or even who was just behind the booth, Jeremy.
Exactly, yeah. If you say Jeremy, you know who it is, right? He played really well. I didn't see what happened to kind of put him out of the tournament, but when he was playing on the feature table yesterday, he was rolling the ball real nice, managing the table really well. Okay, so Emilio said Shane won. Yeah, okay. I couldn't remember. I watched the match a number of years ago, but yeah. It's a little tough here. If he can get into the ball enough, he might be able to split them like 50-50 and put the cue ball up table a little and keep the one on the end rail, but looks like he can maybe see an edge. Oh, he could see an edge, okay.
Oh, gonna use the 6
That was a
ball
good
there.
shot then. Yeah, that's a good shot. Yeah, I didn't think he could see the edge.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be forced to go behind it as well. But very nice leave. I mean, there's a lot in the way here.
Yeah.
I feel like that 3 is just in like prime position.
Yeah, he's going to have to spin into it a little bit. I can't tell how close the 1 is to the 7, but it is. Yeah, can make it depending on how he hits the 1. Oh, he went that way. Okay, nice, very good.
Shot. 7 might go. Man, very nicely done.
That was a great shot.
Yeah.
And it's funny, he had to hit it on that side to cut it across the 7 a little, and so he was able to go behind the 3. For me on this shot, I like to hit the 1 maybe a quarter to an eighth full and just put the cue ball back up behind the 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's
You
time
can
to
go the other way too,
split 'em
maybe if
again.
you want, but we'll see what he does. He could go into the 7 too. I mean, it's not a horrible shot. hard to predict where both balls are going to land afterwards. That worked out.
Yeah. 6-9 coming very well into play here. I feel like you may have enough if you want to go all the way to the top short rail, but I like that just because that takes the 6 from being in the way.
Yeah, that 6 is...
Jump it.
Oh.
And he almost made it to the side. Very well played.
That was pretty good.
Bill, you're looking at it. This is it, man. This is the finals, brother. So Trenton was in 3rd place, and Lee was 4th. I don't remember who before that, but yeah,
good solid tournament for Trenton. I mean, I think he was he 2nd last year?
He was 2nd last year. Yeah, he was hoping to take home 1st and you know complete out what he came so close to doing last year. But I mean, honestly, like him and Paul were just playing really well, and they both had their breaks really dialed in. And it just came down to I mean, Trenton literally broke and run the rack before the final rack, and just came down to unfortunate scratch. And it's just one of those, as he said as well, you know, it's the way pool was, way pool is sometimes.
Hit that ball a little too thin.
But yeah, Bill, this is it, and this is a true, for anybody just hopping in, this is a true doubles elimination. So race to 9 in the first one. Paul getting the win means we play a 2nd time, and it's a race to 7. I haven't been in a lot of these situations, so I had to look at Mary, and I was like, hey, what do you mean by double dip? I was like, you're going to make them play both, right? She said, yeah. And I was like, what's the race going to be? That's when she told me it was the 9-7. I was like, that makes sense. I was like, because then if
usually
Paul
the
wins,
second one is a loser's race.
Because they both will have one loss under their belt. So
players go both ways, right? Sometimes play a slightly longer race in the finals. I don't have a strong preference, but I know guys that play a lot of tournaments. They're usually divided about 50-50 on that.
Absolutely. That's so funny, Brian. I'm trying not to talk too loud during his pre-shot routine, so that's hilarious when you say that.
He's very still at the end of his pre-shot routine.
He is very still, so I don't blame you for thinking the stream's frozen, because sometimes he's not too far from the booth, and I'm kind of on the corner here from him, so I want to be a little cautious. I know there's plenty of people talking. I mean, there's a dozen plus. I'd probably say like actually about 16, 17 people around the table right this very moment around the outside of it, enjoying the view and stuff. But I know plenty of them are talking about it as well. But I just don't want to be the reason they have an issue or anything like that. Although I don't think Josh will be able to hear me. He's got earbuds in, so I'm not as worried about when he's shooting.
I overheard Josh earlier talking about it was either his jump cue or just jumping in general, and he was saying that, probably being a little humble, but he was saying that he wasn't a very good jumper and that he can get over the ball, but he's not, he doesn't feel that he can like make the balls frequently. And again, he might have just been being modest about it, but so far he's made a couple of good hits, just fraction away from making both of those.
Bill, I don't know if you couldn't hear me a second ago. This is the finals, brother. This is who's left. True double elimination. Just everything going on, guys. If somebody in chat can type to him, though, for me and let him know just in case maybe he doesn't have audio. Six minute 4 as well. Just going to hang out.
It'd actually be better if it hangs up, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell if the 2 goes in clean, so I'll give him a little.
3 looks like we might complicate things a little bit here. Steve, what's going on, bud? Welcome in, Chad, as well. David, thank you so much. Appreciate y'all looking out. Very nicely done.
Good shot.
Steve, it's a pleasure, man. I won't even pretend like I'm not tired and stuff right now. But I didn't want to miss this, and I knew I had an opportunity, and wife said, hey, go do your thing. And I went home for probably an hour and a half or so after running through Zaxby's for some food and running by Publix real fast to get the meds, and got to sit there at home and watch an episode of one of my daughter's favorite show, and literally just held her hand for a little while there, man. Was very thankful. Very, very thankful. I like this matchup between these two. I really, really do. Such a fun matchup. Paul with the opportunity to take back the lead here. Took rack number 1, looking to take rack number 3 here. Very nicely done. Way to handle that right. Yeah, that 2 to the 4 was very well played. Good speed. And I think his ability just to work through and navigate the table has been amazing. Bianca says Josh is the house pro at Mr. Q's 2 in Atlanta now. Nice to see 2 people from the same pool room. I hope and pray I get a chance to do some commentary up there one day, Bianca. That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a lot of fun to get to see Josh in his, I'm a dare say, natural habitat.
Yeah, I've played there once or twice.
How nice is it?
Yeah, it's a nice room. Yeah.
Todd asking, how do I get to play off my TV? Most TVs aren't going to have Facebook. Some will. If they do have a Facebook app, download it. Just look up MT Productions and you're good. If it doesn't have the Facebook app and it has a web browser instead, you can just go to web browser, type in facebook.com, and then pull up MT Productions from there. Third option is if your phone and TV have a way to mirror, simulcast, whatever wording your brand of phone and TV use. If it has a way to mirror from your phone, and then you can just mirror it from your phone off the same Wi-Fi network. But the only other way is, fourth way, is if you have a way to hardwire your phone to your TV. John Hummel, you here yet? You done snuck into the pool room? Like that tech repair care on site here doing doing the geek thing here. Like I said, I'll definitely mention to Marianne as one of the things we can do to improve the stream is get her a YouTube channel going. That way we'll have to be able to stream to both at the same time. Paul's in good stroke right now. If Josh can get him some of the harder shots, some of the lengthier, anything on the rail, which was definitely affecting some. Anything that doesn't lead him to like a natural shape, natural English, it'll definitely, he can definitely try to throw Paul off his game a little bit. David said Jimmy Gars must be fishing not to be there.
He was actually yesterday. So.
Was he really?
He was.
That's hilarious.
He came in here about, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10 o'clock last night. Said they just got off the boat. So
that's too good. David straight up calling him out and it being actual facts.
I hate that when I'm playing. Like, you'll see the ball there and you'll tell yourself, don't get there. But the last thing your brain hears is, you see that spot, and your brain doesn't respond to don'ts very well.
Bingo.
And it's magical how often the cue ball just laying exactly where you don't want it to go.
I think it's funny you say that because that's one of the better ways whenever we're trying to work with our kids, and if you keep saying like don't do this, don't do that.
Yeah.
isn't that they want to defy you. It's just that like they heard you say about it, and so that your brain's thinking about it now more.
Exactly.
Whereas if you do a redirect, it's a better way. So the same thing in pool, you know, redirect it.
Yeah, I'm not big into like some of the psychology stuff or whatever, but when I used to teach tennis lessons, and then when I got decent at pool, I would help people, but then formally been teaching now for a while, and so I've read up some articles and things on different types of learning and teaching, and that was where I kind of picked that up, and I used to tell myself those negative things all the time. I probably still do sometimes, but yeah, there's some psychology to that. If you say something like "don't do this," like all your brain hears is the what follows the don't.
Bingo.
I still do it though.
Right. I mean, it's easy to do, isn't it?
Oh yeah, sometimes you'll be playing a match or whatever, and you'll be like, just don't hit it don't hit it hard, like anything but that, and then you'll do exactly that.
Bill, I'll send you the. Get off of the Facebook page here. Hope that didn't just end the stream here, chat. 1 second if it did. Oh, Lord. I swear if I just did that. I'm still under 18. Oh, my gosh. This is not where I want to be. I don't think I did. It says it's still live.
There you go.
Chat, let me know that we're still live. I got to update the score. I accidentally clicked off. It says it's still live. No, score it today, or did they not flip the tab? I thought I missed one.
There you go. No, they flipped it. It was 2-1 before.
Chat,
I think that's right.
Let me know that we're still live. I got to update the score. What I was trying to say is still live. No, score it today, or did they not flip the tab? I thought I missed one. Bill, you're asking for the
there you go. No, they flipped it. It was 2-1 before.
Chat,
I think that's right.
Let me know that we're still live. I got to update the score. What I was trying to say, Mr. Dominic Dunn himself. Yes, sir. This is the finals. Bill, you're asking for the.
There you go. No, they flipped it. It was 2-1. Matt, saw your message. Yep, we got about 10 weeks to go, buddy.
Appreciate it, guys. I literally closed the the Facebook webpage that had it pulled up showing us live.
That's pretty cool that it kept us.
I'm glad it did. It
kept staying live, yeah.
It shouldn't, because we didn't click in stream, but
no.
Because if we would have clicked it on this NVOVS, then it should have stopped it. But it's just weird. I'm used to like Twitch streaming where it always just started and stopped through this instead. But yeah, appreciate y'all.
He didn't hit that the way he was trying to.
Yeah, almost looked for like maybe a split second, almost like the 6 and the cue ball touched again. Just like a small little, very, very slight brush. I could be wrong.
And they could see him doing what you were talking about before. He was making like really micro adjustments, and I think he moved over for a certain amount of English, but didn't counterbalance that with the, a little bit of deflection and swerve you might get. So ended up hitting almost full in the face.
Yeah, I'd be real interested to see what he has to say about that. And granted, what I was told is that he took like a 10-year break. And so he's been back at it for a little over a year and stuff. And I'm sitting there looking at how well he's playing, knowing a 10-year break happened. Like, that means this man was absolutely dominating when he was here last, in terms of 10 years ago and playing. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't. If he took that break, that's interesting. It's I think I looked it up earlier. Fargo was like 709 or 710 or something like that. So very solid player, obviously.
mm-hmm. All right, guys, for anybody just joining here, hello, Bob glitching, but okay, perfect. Thank you, Jen. But yeah, 3-9, race to 9 here in the finals. This is a true double elimination. Paul has got to take Josh out not once but twice. And if Paul wins this one here, we'll have a race to 7 for the finals. In chat, I don't think I've seen too many people saying who's going to win this. I've seen a couple people say Josh overall. But I don't know if I've seen any like predictions for the score. Guys, y'all even think we're going to go into a second match and reset it here and play in a race to 7? Or do you think Josh is just going to finalize here? And if so, what do you think the overall score is going to be? Nice little push there.
Yeah, it's funny too. I've had really bad luck in Calcuttas over the years, and but whenever I see Josh in there, I feel like he's such a solid player that he's always a good buy.
Yeah, he definitely is a strong one for sure.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I want to see Stuart Fox. Thinking it's going to go one way and overall be 9-5 in Josh's favor.
Yeah, he hit that real well.
Very nicely
Very
done.
well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Almost like a
And again, that's the one
right
pocket thing too.
Yeah.
They're so used to putting balls like on or very close to the end rails. His speed was just perfect on there.
Zach thinking it's going to be, excuse me, a little closer of a race, 9-6. Where this at? I think he's got enough space to load up pretty good left on this.
Yeah, and if he gets behind it,
over.
if he gets, well, I mean, he could always swerve into it and even come close to making it, but I would be trying to almost come off the back rail.
There we go.
Yeah, he just hit it a little too hard. He'll be all right.
Yeah, not a bad leave.
Yeah, it's not a bad shot at all, because if you hit it just perfect, it'll go, and if not, the cue ball ends up table.
And he was going to have some sort of eyes on the 2 one way or the other. So.
Yeah.
Paul's going to have eyes on this. Maybe a 1-4 combo. It's not too far outside the pocket, but I don't know if he feels real comfortable or is like going after combos for the most part. Steve Weber saying mathematically Josh should have it 9-5 or 9-6, but you never know when both play at a high level. But yeah, very much so. Very, very much so.
Yeah, I'm not a big combo fan, honestly. It's of all the different things you have to learn playing pool. And again, I don't practice it either, but it's probably my worst. Honestly, it's my worst thing. But something like this, when the 4 very close to the pocket, and I can feel like I just undercut the 1 a little, and I can make the combo. I'm not as horrible at those, but man, I've missed some easy ones in my life. It's just horrible.
Andre, that's very true. He says, Larry, you say something like, if the favorite won every time, there'd be no reason to play. It's very true.
Very true.
Yeah. I mean, and even before, like, look at the last race. Like, quite a few still said Hill. Majority, I think, were saying Hill, but majority were also saying Hill in favor of Trenton. And what a weird turn of events there at the very last rack, and what a good battle between both gentlemen. Brush off that 2. Bill says, let's go Josh Roberts representing South Carolina. Yeah, I'm definitely real interested to get up to Atlanta and see Josh play. I might to do that. And again, I think that also speaks to how many different people we had here as well from around the country. All around about just how big this tournament really is. It's really good. It's such a blessing. I hope next year we have even more. Scott, I got to grab a refresh of a drink real fast, brother, so please forgive me. You need anything while I'm gone?
I am good, thank you.
All right, sir. Chad, I'll be right back here.
This is almost the same shot that Josh had a couple shots ago, if he chooses to play it that way. I think this is even a little bit easier because I think it's easier, got a little more angle. It's easier to get the 6 into play. Wasn't a bad way to go. I've shot that shot before too. You're really dependent on getting the speed on the 2 perfect or getting the cue ball behind the 3, and it's hard to do both. Good shot by Josh. It's funny, I've watched him. It's funny to see him get down and shoot those safes so quickly because he just shoots them so often playing one pocket that he understands the relationship between the speed and the thickness of the hit and any English that's needed. Good attempt. Personally, I like just putting the 2 kind of over on the left lawn rail and trying to put the cue ball over and get the 3 in between. You also got the 5 as some cover. Could go the other way, but I think the simpler option is the right shot. bad shot by Josh. Got an open look at it, but difficult shot, and still has to follow up with a combo afterwards if he makes it. Although the combo's not going to be too tough. For me, I think trying to cut this ball in, being jacked up over the floor is just a real difficult shot. Oh, he peered that ball. Hit that real good. Good shot. Nope. Good shot by Josh. Shot. A little work to do still on the 7. He might not mind. He might just pull back and just accept the angle on the 7. Oh no, that's a good shot. Very good shot. Good out by Josh.